It started as just another ordinary flight. Passengers boarded one by one, stowing their luggage and settling into their seats. Among them was Lisa Carter, a 32-year-old journalist, exhausted from a week of relentless assignments. She took her window seat in row 17, barely acknowledging the man who occupied seat 17B beside her. The man was old, his skin weathered, his silver hair neatly combed. He wore a dark suit, his posture straight, his hands folded on his lap. There was something about him, an air of authority, of knowing things. He didn't speak, didn't glance around, just sat there, staring straight ahead. The flight took off smoothly. About an hour in, Lisa finally glanced at him. He hadn't moved an inch. No book, no phone, not even a sip of water. Strange. Trying to break the silence, she asked, "Business or pleasure?" The old man turned his head slightly and met her eyes. His voice was calm, deliberate. "Neither." Lisa raised an eyebrow. "So, what takes you to New York?" A pause. Then, in a tone so casual it sent chills down her spine, he said, "I died on this flight." Lisa blinked. "Excuse me?" "I died," he repeated, still looking at her. "On this exact flight. 3 years ago." Lisa let out a nervous laugh. "Okay, that's an interesting joke." The old man shook his head, his expression solemn. "Not a joke. You can check. Flight 407 crashed into the ocean. No survivors." Lisa's blood turned to ice. Flight 407? That was their flight number. Her hands felt clammy. Her pulse quickened. She pulled out her phone and searched. There it was, a tragic crash from 3 years ago. Flight 407. Same airline. Same route. But that was impossible. She stared at the screen, then back at the man. "No. That's not possible." The old man simply smiled. "I tried to warn them too." The cabin lights flickered. A sudden jolt shook the plane. The pilot's voice came over the intercom, tense. "Ladies and gentlemen, we're experiencing some unexpected turbulence. Please remain seated." Lisa's heart pounded. She turned back to the old man. "What's happening?" He leaned in, whispering, "Brace yourself." The engines roared louder. Oxygen masks dropped. The plane shook violently. People screamed. The flight attendants struggled to keep control. Lisa's hands gripped the armrests, her breath coming in short gasps. And then, everything stopped. Silence. No turbulence. No flickering lights. Lisa opened her eyes. The plane was fine. Passengers were chatting, watching movies, completely unaware of what had just happened. The old man was gone. Seat 17B, empty. A flight attendant walked by, and Lisa grabbed her arm. "The man sitting next to me, where did he go?" The attendant gave her a puzzled look. "Ma'am, no one was sitting there." Lisa turned back to the seat. The only thing left was a neatly folded napkin. Hands shaking, she picked it up. For words were scribbled in shaky handwriting. "You changed the story."